Hey, how's it going? We are in our second Tech Soup, and really what this is from the Technology Committee is it's just a little tip today to talk a little bit about how we can use facilitators during the hybrid instruction. Many of us not only have folks in the classroom face-to-face, but we also have students who are Zooming in. Sometimes it's a few who are being quarantined. Other times it's half the class. And it can be very difficult juggling. There's some problems that are associated when we are trying to focus on, I don't know about y'all, but I've had a lot of problems trying to focus on the mechanics of the Zoom folks and also paying attention to them and also giving attention to the folks that are in the classroom. It's really difficult. Some of the things that I struggled with, I'll be in the middle of a lecture and a student needs to re-enter the Zoom session. And I usually set up my Zoom so there's a waiting room and they have to be let in. And that's kind of a hassle. I have to go back and let them in. Sometimes we have students say something in class, and the way we have it set up here is that microphone is only attached to that camera. We don't have microphones in the classrooms, at least that I've seen, that can pick up what folks are saying in the classroom so the people on Zoom can hear. If you're more, I've kind of pasted out, if you're more than 10, 12 feet away from that document camera, then nobody can pick you up. They can't hear what is being said. So students are having conversations, and the students on Zoom are like, well, we really can't hear anything. And then students on Zoom sometimes have questions and they don't want to beam in, so they'll type it in the chat. And if I'm away from the podium, then I don't see that chat question. So a lot of this logistics is difficult, and we just get tired and fatigued. Well, there is a solution, and many of you already do this. Some of you might not have thought about this. But for you is being able to set up a co-host monitor. So I usually will select someone in the class and I'll ask them to log into Zoom, even though they're in class. So they'll log into Zoom, the same page with the people who are broadcasting in. And that volunteer will act as a scribe. I make them co-host. So if somebody has to come in, somebody comes in late, the co-host can let them in because they're right there. I don't have to worry about any of that. The co-host can kind of take care of that. The co-host also will, if somebody in class asks a question, the co-host will type that in chat so that everybody on Zoom can read what that person is saying. The third thing the co-host can do is they can stop me, and they have my full permission to do that and say, hey, there's a question, and here's the question from somebody from Zoom. Sometimes it's the logistics. Hey, we can't hear you. Can you come back to the microphone? Other times it's they have a question about the lecture. And so that co-host takes so much pressure off of me. And they seem to like it. The co-host likes it. Like I said, it's always volunteer. It's down and dirty. It's a little strategy that we can use, but that really helps with the logistics of letting people in, making sure that the questions or the responses that the students in class say are heard by the students who are on Zoom, and also that the folks on Zoom, when they type in a question, that immediately the monitor, the co-host can say, hey, we have a question from Sarah. We have a question from, Andy. We have a question from whomever. All right, so that's our solution today. I'm going to keep it really short today. Hope that helps. Hope it validates some of the folks who are already doing this. And for some of us that are doing that hybrid teaching, maybe we can incorporate that. If you have any tips or tricks or strategies that you have found pretty beneficial, you can create this Loom, send it. It doesn't have to straight come from the Technology Committee folks. feel free. Hey, I just learned how to do this, and this makes a lot of sense. We'd love to hear from you, and we'll include that in those Friday sessions. So don't hesitate to email any committee member or me. That's fine. Have a great weekend. Hopefully we can avoid this storm. See ya.